You're looking at the overview module for the motivation chapter, so it's week 6 MOT for motivation. Uh, Once again, we're in the same format. You have your post is due Thursday and your quiz the following Monday. The chapter is organized into the introduction. Then you have different types of motivational theories, need theories, behavioral theories, and process theories. And of course, there's a practice quiz with each. Um, the practice quiz added to the debrief module just to help you out there. Let's take a look at this. Is going to be similar to last week in the instructions. Let's take a look at this. Open this in a new tab. And the behavioral interview question: describe a work situation in which you can demonstrate that you encourage the motivation of another person. Now, that wording was selected carefully, given that you can't motivate another person. That you, in other words, each person is, you can't create an attitude or a behavior for them. They have to do that on their own. So, what actions did you take that helped the person experience feelings of motivation or choose motivated behavior? In other words, you created the conditions for them to want to choose that. Once again, use the STAR process to organize your response. And that's from the fundamentals, the video and the fundamentals group discussion instructions, if you need to review it again. And use headers to organize that in your response. Then you come down to complete the mission, and notice you're following the diet process again from the fundamentals module. So, and it's even built in here, so you can see it's diagnose and intervene. So here you're stating the mission, then you're diagnosing and intervening, and then you take an action, and eventually you have, you evaluate and then transfer. So um, here's the Jamie Kennedy experiment that, as an example, you can watch that. Here's one on classical conditioning. Classical conditioning is very powerful, by the way, that every single human being today, and animals as well, are classically conditioned to something. For example, when I smell pumpkin pie being baked, I immediately think of my grandmother because she was known for baking pumpkin pies around holiday period. When I drive my car in the Chicago area or Gary, Indiana area, where there's a lot of steel factories and wire factories, it reminds me of my father because my father worked in a wire. He worked for Anaconda Wire and Cable. And so when he would come home from work, when I was a kid growing up, and he'd come home from work, he smelled the same way that a steel factory smells. And so when and I was classically conditioned to that. I remember I had when I was growing up, I had a cat that basically was my cat. I took care of it. And our family, we had an electric can opener. And of course, this cat ate cat food from a can that I would open with the can opener. So the cat was conditioned to the can opener. When the cat would hear the can opener, it'd come flying in to whoever was there, and because it thought it was going to eat, and it didn't matter what kind of can was being opened. It was conditioned to the sound of the opener. So classical conditioning is pretty powerful stuff. So this is um, the DEC or the motivation model. And we've got one more module coming up, which would be leadership. Thanks.